Hello and welcome to another Did You Know. In this video I'd like to cover some of the tips and tricks to use to get the best results out of alchemy. You begin by looking at the recipe in the book. I'll leave it in the bottom left corner so we can refer to it as we go along. The number one thing to remember is that you don't have to follow it to the letter. There's many things you can prepare beforehand. Take the recipe for Moonshine. It tells you to grind mint and sage. The first instruction is to boil the St. John's wort, but you don't have to wait until then to do the grinding. The most important things are to remember what to boil when and for how long. While you're looking at the book, you should hit the prepare button so you can ready all the ingredients. The next step is to prepare the base. There's 4 of them, but in this case we'll be using spirits. You can recognize it by the symbols on the bottles. If you press the prepare button, then the ingredients should already be set up. Otherwise you can set it up manually. For this recipe we want to start with the sage and mint to be ground up. Take a handful of each and put them into the mortar. I don't think there's any difference whether you do it separately or together. You may have noticed that ingredients always get picked up with the right hand. The left hand is reserved for the cauldron and the hourglass. Once you're done with the grinding, put the results into a dish. We'll keep it there until we need it. Next is the St. John's wort. So now we have a handful of St. John's wort on the right hand, so let's heat up the cauldron. A key tip here is that the cauldron takes 3 pulls to get the boil. Once it's boiling you can store 2 more pulls and each pull equals to 1 turn. That means you can leave it boiling for 2 turns and it gives you time to do other things. One thing to remember with hourglasses is that it takes time to flip them. So you don't necessarily want to wait until all the sands run out before putting the ingredients in. The recipe involves boiling the ingredients for 2 turns, but I don't bother with the second hourglass because I know it will automatically stop boiling. The last step is to take the potion from the cauldron or distill it. If you picked up the flask by mistake, put it back with the back button. If you did it right, it will tell you which potion you created. I hope this helps you in your potion making. If you have any questions, let me know. If you found this useful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to be notified when new videos are published.